self reflection is critical and important, mostly to center yourself in how you're improving as a person rather than just falling complacent into who you think you are or the limitations that you believe that you have. It's a level of responsibility and accountability to hold oneself to. But it's also fun. Like, I stalk myself on social media sometimes, not all the time, but occasionally I like to see my stream of thought and what resonates with me. And I reflect back on what I'm consuming and watching and what I have the audacity to repost versus what I silently save to myself. And it's a mirror of our consciousness in a way, just because our algorithms are so curated to our ways of thought and it kind of mirrors back what we want to see more of. But I take that same philosophy in my day to day world as well. And it would be such a trip to just design a system to be able to understand how a human mind unfolds and evolves and how it experiences things and makes meaning of it and uses it as the building blocks to life. Other part of it too is like things that have happened in my past. As I have embraced the spiral of life and how it feels like some lessons come back to you. It's like, what is this sick joke? Why does this keep happening to me? But in reality, it's refining you. And when the same situation comes back to you, it's asking you to ascend or integrate the wisdom that you gained from the last time. And sometimes you don't. And that's just the state of the growth or spiritual journey that you're on. Maybe it's not time to heal that part. But in other ways, for the journeys that I have been healing, it's really important to go back to the past and rewrite it in my memory as I forgive myself, as I forgive the people around me, as I forgive life itself, and just kind of have a more Buddhist detached kind of feeling, although being very alive, not being attached to the past or the future. Yet, our reality is designed to have both the past and the future because it's intended for us to reflect back on, to have some point of reference, to have something to build towards. It makes the present moment that much more valuable because you have the perspective of the past and the future. Yeah, I'm very reflective in my past, and I think some people might not understand that. Because if you are used to referencing your past out of regret instead of integration, the projections are very strong. Oh, don't look in the past. Don't do that. Don't just look forward. Just look forward. And in a way, by me reflecting to the past, I am moving forward because I'm holding myself accountable. I'm becoming consciously aware of things that I still need to improve on or that I have improved on and I'm grateful for. And in a way, it feels like the missing piece to a lot of the stagnant nature of our world as we know it right now. Because human evolution is rooted in improving and thinking of the past and future in a new way, which makes me think about altered states of consciousness and how they happen naturally and how we do it more consciously, naturally by just even having different variations in how the human mind unfolds. Even a lot of our disorders of the brain, I theorize, are human evolution. It's like a genetic mutation. That's how we've evolved for since the birth of a cell. So in a way, our imperfections are ultimately can be repositioned as something that's a responsibility to push the narrative forward, to evolve. I was given this topic of discussion, so I think the flow's a little different, but it is something that I do incredibly often, especially over the last few years. I've been using the tools that we have now to do it, and going on this internal journey with a sidekick of technology has been interesting, but it's really important to not get lost in that and to still be immersed in the world in front of you, because it can be numbing. You can get lost in the tools that you have when we already have all that we need in the natural world. So sometimes I have to ground myself a little bit. Although, arguably, technology is created by humans, therefore, it's a natural thing. It's a natural creation because nature created it. We are nature. But the creation itself is not necessarily the function of nature. Although, is it? Sometimes it mirrors it, but it's our interpretation of nature. It's nature's interpretation of nature, which is such a fucking mind fuck. Oh my god. Don't even get me started. Oh my god. I am. A little fire is going. I don't know. I don't know what this conversation's going. I don't. But I think that was everything I wanted to say. I guess the other part too is that being a rebel is more of a responsibility than negligence, if you look at it that way. And if you realize that it's based on your decision of how you look at being a rebel and thinking differently. Just some food for thought. Okay, I'm leaving now. Bye.